So what we're going to learn in this video is the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. So till now what we were doing was, say, we just knew that sine theta equals opposite by hypotenuse and cos theta equals adjacent by hypotenuse and tan theta equals opposite by adjacent. And we were like having some random angles as a, b, sine of a, sine of b and all those things. And we had the values of the sides. But now there are, some constant values for some specific angle. Say, for example, sine of 60 or sine of 45 degrees, sine of 90 degrees. Those are the things that I'll mention here. And when we just know the values of some trigonometric ratios of some specific angles, say sine and cos, just by knowing them, we can find all the other stuff such as tan, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. So let's start off with sine. Sine of 0 degrees and sine of 30 degrees, sine of 45 degrees, sine of 60 degrees, and sine of 90 degrees. And then we have cos of 0 degrees, cos of 30 degrees, cos of 45 degrees, cos of 60 degrees, and cos of 90 degrees. So sine of 0 degrees is 0, cos of 0 is 1, the opposite. Sine of 30 is 1 by 2, cos of 30 is root 3 by 2. Sine of 45 is 1 by root 2, cos of 45 is 1 by root 2, the same. Sine of 60 is root 3 by 2, cos of 60 is 1 by 2. Sine of 90 is 1, cos of 90 is 0. You just have to interchange the values here. Sine of 0 fits cos 90, cos of 90 fits cos 0, sine 30 to cos 60, sine 60 to cos 30, and sine 45 and cos 45 are the same. But anyways, now that you know how to derive these also, it's not a problem if you even don't remember these. But then deriving is going to take some time. So to save time, it's better you memorize just these two, and then you can find all the rest. But how are we going to find the rest? I'll show you. It's very simple. Tan 0 is going to be, tan is what? Tan is sine 0 by cos 0, right? So tan 0 is sine 0 by cos 0. So sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So 0 divided by 1 is 0 degrees. So tan of 0 is 0 degrees. Tan of 30 degrees is again sine of 30 divided by cos of 30, which is nothing but 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, which is 1 by 2 into 2 by root 3, or 1 by 2 into the reciprocal of the fraction. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we've got tan 30 as 1 by root 3. And we have tan 45 as sine 45 by cos 45 degrees. So sine 45 is 1 by root 2, and so is cos 45, which is 1 by root 2. So two things divided is going to be 1. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is just going to be 1. So we have another couple of angles left. So that is tan 60 degrees is going to be sine 60 divided by cos 60. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So root 3 by 2 into the reciprocal of the other fraction. 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we've got tan 60 as root 3. And then we've got tan 90, which is equal to sine 90 divided by cos 90. So sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Anything divided by 0 is not defined, or you can write it as infinity. This is how we mention in problems. You cannot really write not defined, right? So this is how we can find tan if you just know sine and cos. So obviously you can also find everything else. Now we need to find secant, cosecant, and cotangent. So let's start off with cosecant. So say cosecant of 0 degrees. Cosecant is nothing but inverse of sine. So it is going to be 1 by 0. So it's not going to be defined. That is infinity. Cosecant of 30 degrees is going to be inverse of sine 30, which is equal to 2. Cosecant of 45 degrees is going to be inverse of sine 45, that is going to be root 2. And cosecant of 60 degrees is going to be inverse of sine, it's going to be 2 by root 3. And cosecant of 90 degrees is going to be inverse of sine, so it's going to be again just 1, because 1 by 1 is 1. Cosecant is 1 by sine. Let me write here. And the next one is going to be 1 by cos. That is nothing but the secant, right? So secant 0 degrees is going to be 1 by 1, so it's going to be just 1. And secant 30 degrees is going to be 2 by root 3. And secant 45 degrees is going to be root 2. Inverse of cos 45 is root 2. Secant 60 is going to be inverse of cos 60, that is going to be just 2. And secant 90 is going to be inverse of 0, that is infinity or not defined. So it is so simple to find cosecant and secant, and it is as simple to even find cotangent. Cotangent is nothing but 1 by tan. So let me also write cotangent. So cot of 0 degrees is going to be tan 0 is 0. So inverse of 0 is again infinity or not defined. Cot of 30 degrees is inverse of tan. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Cot 30 is going to be simply root 3. Cot 45 degrees is again going to be inverse of tan 45, which is 1. So inverse of 1 is just 1. And cot 60 degrees is going to be the reciprocal of tan 60. So it's just going to be 1 by root 3. And cot 90 degrees is going to be reciprocal of infinity, which is 0. So that is all. So first thing is, if you know sine, you can also find cos from it. But just to refrain from taking chances, it's better to know it by heart, sine and cos. So once you know sine and cos, it's very easy to find tan, because sine by cos is tan. And once you know sine, cos and tan, the reciprocal of sine is going to give you cosecant, the reciprocal of cos is going to give you secant, and the reciprocal of tan is going to give you cotangent. So it's as simple as that. So first one is sine, then cos, then tan is the third one, fourth, fifth, and the sixth. So here are the 6 trigonometric functions and their respective ratios of some specific angles. Of course, we can, there are values for every angle, but then it's not going to be as simple as these. It's going to like be irrational or something like that. But these are the important ones, that is 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. At some point in time, we will also touch upon 75 degrees. So that's it in this video. Now in the forthcoming videos, what we'll do is we'll just solve problems such that we just have to substitute the values of various ratios of some specific angles, such as 45, 60, 90, 0, and 30, and so on. So see you in the forthcoming videos.